called Peter Salasya, the MP of Mumias constituency. I'm standing here in solidarity with my brother and with one of my constituents, because Ben Data Sunday comes from my constituency, Mumias constituency, and he has been in the industry of cement for some good time. He's over 30 years when he has been in this industry of cement, and is somebody that is not a briefcase investor, that we have just come up and to be an opportunist because an opportunity has come out. But he's a reputable investor in the industry, and because of his background is the reason why this person is being fought left, right, because they know he has the experience. And the maneno ya simiti imekuwa shida katika hii country, na imekuwa another area where the cartels wame take over hii industry ya simiti. Sisi tunajua that simiti hata hapa hii nchi ya Kenya kabla hii simiti ilikuwa chini. And even I'm so surprised bwana mheshimiwa yuko hapa ambaye anatoka kule. We know the industry ya maneno ya clinker, it has been imekuwa monopolized to one person ambaye anaitwa Adefki, si ndio? Na huyo ame take over entangu because we have a natural resource called clinker that we used to import from other countries. And when we started producing our own clinker, we thought that the prices of cement will go down. But it's so surprisingly that since we started producing our own clinker, that even the prices of cement the prices is going up. So where is the value for our natural resources that God gave us? And when this person has already acquired the land and is ready to acquire mambo ya Bamburi cement, they are coming up and criminalizing. If they can criminalize and arrest and harass someone who is an investor, someone who has created job opportunities to many young people, thousands of job opportunities, that he can sleep here instead of going to create job opportunities for other people, when they are taking our people from to go and work from Saudi, to go to work to Saudi, Qatar, and they are arresting our own local investors. Who is safe in this country? And that is why you see they are bringing Kina Adani to come and do investment in this country, as if we don't have our own investors, our own people, entrepreneurs who can do the business. Kama sisi watu wa Mumias tunataka kusema ya kwamba we will stand firm and will not allow one of our own to be frustrated. Kwa sababu if alichukua bank pesa katika bank ya Absa, they are not complainants. Who is the complainant in this matter? Just to crucify somebody, amelala pale, amekuja tena hapa, mnamrudisha tena mpaka alale hapa mpaka Monday. Who is safe in this country then? Who is safe in this country? And when ile kampuni unataka kuleta ni ya Tanzania, ile pesa anakuja kuleta hapa atapeleka kule Tanzania, and you are talking about improving our economy, Sasa tunataka tulaani na huyo mtu ambaye yeye ndio yuko pale ambaye anasukuma hii maneno, kwa sababu anacheza na watu cartels fulani ambao katika serikali. We are telling you that we are going to stand firm and you are not going to take over that plant. Na watu wa Mwingi watasimama imara na mheshimiwa yuko hapa kabisa. Na watu wa Mwingi, because that is an opportunity for them, but mnaharas huyu mtu ako na clinker, mnataka kuleta mtu mwingine, and hii ingeleta prices za simiti chini. Tunataka tuseme ya kwamba data apatiwe nini inaitwa nini? Apatiwe hiyo ile wataka atoke. Atapatiwe cash bail. Atoke saa hizi. Kama sio hivyo tunaenda kuleta shida hapa. Sitaki ujinga. Mimi nimesema sitaki ujinga hapa. Data lazima tolewe. Na najua wale wa makatels ambao wanasumbua hapa. Kazi ambayo iko katika State House, wale watu, kuna watu ambao ni wash tu ya kwamba cartels are taking over. We are not going na hii Bamburi ni ya serikali, si ndio? Ni private. Lavage. Na huyu anataka kuleta 27 billion. Na wewe mwingine anataka kuleta 23. Na mnamshika na ako kwa industry. Nyinyi watu mwache ujinga. I think we have done good.
Tendeka kwa sababu as a country we are at a critical stage. critical stage in terms of performance of our economy. Young people are being churned from institutions of higher learning, from colleges, and they are out there looking for employment. They can't find employment. Our economy is not performing well. And the only way to transform this is to allow and boost investor confidence. You do that by creating an enabling environment so that our investors can come and put their hard-earned revenues to this country. However, it is very shameful to see what is happening. We see what is happening as a procurement war. It is basically a bidding war between Savanna Cement and Amson's Group from Tanzania. And it is very sad that a Kenyan local investor who has put up a bid for 27 billion in purchase of Bamburi Cement is now being arrested and taken before judicial courts to answer charges of falsifying documents in 2017 matter involving him and Absa Bank. And there are no complainants. Isn't it shameful? I urge the leadership of this country to critically look and find a proper framework in terms of addressing the challenges that investors face in this country. And let us reach a place where we can have an enabling positive environment that can inculcate positive attributes for investors to come in this country. It is a shame to whoever is doing this. We say shame on you, Amazon and your cartel, that you are doing that. And we are basically saying we will stand steadfast with Benson Data and ensure that justice is served to him and is granted room to continue with his investment dream. He's a simple Kenyan who has dared to dream, and daring to dream is finding himself in court. It is a big shame to this country. May the leadership address this. Thank you.
I think the children, the government should stop eating the children.
kind of crisis. In 2018, within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with the particulars are that count is for Charles Jr., Charles H. Jr., count 3, every count 3. Count 3 is for both of you, Benson and Charles. The particulars are that on the first date between 27th day of February 2017 and 24th January 2018, we didn't to defraud at Absa Bank, Kenya, PLC, US dollars 35 million, reporting to be acting on behalf of Savanna Cement Limited. True or not true? Not true. Count 4. The charge is making an document of May 2018 within the Republic of Kenya. We didn't to defraud without lawful authority or excuse, jointly with another note before court, you meant and guarantee and indemnity form, purporting it to be from Savanna Cement Limited, a fact you need to be forced. True or not true? Not true. Count 5. The charge is making a document without authority, contrary to section 357A of the Penal Code. The particulars are that on the first date between 27th of Feb 2017 and 9th of May 2018 within the Republic of Kenya, and we intend to defraud without lawful authority or excuse, jointly with another note before court, you meant a subordination agreement purporting it to be from Savanna Cement Limited, a fact you need to enforce. True or not true? Not true. Count 6. The judge is making a document without authority, contrary to section 357A of the Penal within the Republic of Kenya, with the intent to defraud without lawful authority or excuse, jointly with another note before court, you meant an extract of meaning of Savanna Heights Limited, purporting it to be from Savanna Cement Limited, a fact you knew to be false. True or not true? Not true. From Savanna Cement Limited, a fact you knew to be false. True or not true? Not true. Count 8. The charge is uttering false documents. The particulars are that on the 9th day of May 2018, at Absa Bank, Kenya, PLC, formerly Barclays Bank, headquarters in Nairobi, within Nairobi County, normally and fraudulently, you uttered forged corporate guarantee loan security documents, namely subordination agreement to Christine Mwendenzao, a corporate relationship manager, purporting it to be from Savanna Cement Limited, a fact you knew to be false. True or not true? Fact you knew to be false. True or not true? Not true. Charles H. Jr. So it's from 11 and 12.
My name is Cecil Miller. I wish to go on record for the accused person with the following advocates: Albert Simiyu, Teddy Ocheng, and Edgar Musiaga. Your Honor, I would like to make a bail application on behalf of the accused person.
Your Honor, it's being taken to leave in respect to the prosecution goes. They has sworn an affidavit in opposing oath the same has been filed in court, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state shall be relying on the said affidavit in its entirety. And Your Honor, I wish to highlight Your Honor, one of the, at the first instance, Your Honor, I wish to submit first that in as much as bond and bail is a constitutional right available to the accused persons, Your Honor, the same right is not absolute and is also not an automatic right. Supposing the accused release on bond, the investigating officer contends that he is investigating this case and it involves a large sum of money as per the charge sheet, Your Honor, which is USD 35 million. The IO contends that the accused person is a flight risk. Your Honor, the reason for saying so is that the accused person has not been able to disclose his place of abode. The IO contends that they have been looking for him for quite a while now. And even after his arrest, he has not been able to disclose. And they believe that the temptation to run away is significant now that he has been arraigned before court, Your Honor. Your Honor, the accused person is a director. To run away, Your Honor, is significant.
Yes.
Now that he has been arrested.
Yes.
Your Honor, the IO contends that he is still investigating other cases. And he has not been able to make much headway. The said cases, Your Honor, are within the knowledge of the accused person. And those compounded together, Your Honor, will increase the temptation by the accused person not to appeal. The accused person is a chairman of Savanna. Cement Company Limited. Your Honor, he is a person of influence. Your Honor, the complainants are his co-directors in the same company. The IO contends that there is a likelihood of the accused person interfering with witnesses or even suppressing any evidence that may incriminate him based on his position in the said company. It is suspected that the said have been wired to offshore accounts. Investigations are still ongoing, Your Honor. The IO has not been able to establish where the money to establish the money trail, so to speak, Your Honor. And if that this person is released, he might be able to cover those tracks, Your Honor. There are some vital evidentiary documents which the IO is yet to retrieve. The company subject matter of this case, Your Honor, Savanna Cement Company, is closed. The IO believes the said documents are in the custody of the accused person. Your Honor, they need his help in retrieving those documents by conducting a search at his place in the residence, which is still unknown. And that still goes around with interference with evidence. Lastly, Your Honor, the IO informs me that the accused person has not disclosed any form of communication media that he has reached with. It is alleged that he owns various mobile numbers, and tracing him has been a nightmare. And even if he is on bond and a contact person being given, he might not be able to be trusted. Your Honor, we urge the court to exercise its discretion, and not release that this person will go to this case.
Yes, Mr. Miller.
Yeah, proceed. Thank you. Your Honor, we have listened keenly to the prosecution's position on bail, and we have the following things to say. The first one, Your Honor, I've just served the prosecution with a doctor's letter, the doctor's letter which I'm handing to the court. And that letter, Your Honor, indicates that he has certain medical issues which I don't want to go into, which are the subject of that letter, and requires close monitoring by the doctor with rapid access to medical care and early hospital admission as required. Your Honor, what that means is to deny him bail would be putting him and his life at great risk. Secondly, Your Honor, the accused person is a well-known businessman and is not a flight risk, as alleged. That particular concern of the prosecution of him being a flight risk or leaving the country can be very easily addressed by having one of the bond terms being him depositing his passport into this court. That, Your Honor, takes care completely of that issue of him being a flight risk. The next thing, Your Honor, is that he's married, he's a Kenyan, married to a Kenyan, has children in school in Kenya. His roots are here. And therefore, he has no interest whatsoever of being a fugitive. In fact, Your Honor, the cause of all this is the fact that he's at the final stages of acquiring Bamburi cement, having won the tender for the same, and in an attempt to stop him, these charges have been hurriedly brought in order to stop him in his quest. Your Honor, therefore, somebody who has actually won the tender for purchasing Bamburi cement is not one who is a flight risk. The other issue that has been raised is that paragraph 16 of that affidavit is that they intend to conduct a search at the residence of the respondent with the view of recovering original documents that are relevant to this matter, and they have indicated that he might interfere with the process. Your Honor, nothing stops. The answer to that issue is very simple. Apply for a warrant, which will obviously be granted. They can do that even this afternoon and go carry out the search that they so wish at his residence. So there's no way detaining him will enhance their chances of finding anything in the house. They can apply for the warrant and go there this afternoon. But it would be wrong, Your Honor, to deny him bail purely because they hurriedly brought him to court without having carried out the prerequisite steps of gathering all the information that they need. And they are now using their failure as a reason to deny him bail, their failure to do their job adequately. Your Honor, one of the most shocking allegations being made is that the prosecution don't know where the accused lives. I wish to go on record for the court to record that he lives in Karen, on Marist Lane, opposite the Waterfront Mall. So that takes care of their concern of not knowing where to find him. Karen, Marist Lane, opposite the Waterfront Mall. He's a well-known personality. If they've done their job very well, by now they'll not be telling the court they don't know where he lives. Then, Your Honor, these allegations, if you look at paragraph 15 of this affidavit, 13, 14, and 15 that relate to money laundering. Your Honor, none of that is in the charge sheet that's been read before this court and should therefore not be used to deny him bail. Your Honor, most importantly, the application to deny bail sounds indefinite. They didn't say they need 2 days or 3 days. It's like he's going to run away, so deny him bail. Your Honor, it's strike law that bail is a constitutional right. If they had said they need a day or 2, which they've not done, then perhaps. But nothing of that nature has been indicated by the prosecution. And it's far too late in the day now for them to even try and reply and indicate that, Your Honor. Your Honor, he has not disclosed the numbers upon which can be found. Your Honor, it was for them to do their investigation. In fact, Your Honor, he did not know he was being investigated. He was just arrested yesterday and hurriedly brought to this court. Hurriedly. So he cannot be blamed for the inefficiencies. That won't find out the telephone number on the phone. Surely, Your Honor, that cannot be used against the accused person. That he will interfere with witnesses. Your Honor, the answer to that is very simple.
Just a minute, sir.
Also be denied because he is likely to interfere with witnesses. Your Honor, first of all, we've not even been given a copy of the charge. the process in law is very simple. If they have evidence of him interfering with witnesses, the procedure is very simple. Make an application, come to court. Your Honor, what we're submitting therefore is that all the allegations here in this affidavit are pure hearsay, presumptions of what he might do, but has not yet done. In view of that, Your Honor, and in view
Presumptions of what?
Presumptions of what he might do and hearsay. That's what this affidavit is all about. That he might interfere with witnesses, he might run away, but surely, Your Honor, they are all presumptions of what he might do, but he has not yet done. But the court has the power to hold on to his passport, and even most importantly, Your Honor, if they have such great fear, the court can also make an order that apart from depositing the passport, he can be visiting the IO every 2 weeks just to record his presence in the country. And if he fails to do that, then there's also the legal process, Your Honor, of applying for a warrant of arrest. So, Your Honor, the mechanisms are very many that the DPP can use in the event these fears are realized. But for now, Your Honor, all these fears amount to hearsay and cannot and should not be used to deny him bail. And on the basis of that, we are humbly praying, Your Honor, that you grant very lenient bond terms. We pray that the court should not be guided by the huge figure of $35 million. Because, Your Honor, as this court well knows, one is innocent until proven guilty. And, Your Honor, in view of the principle of law, well-known principle that I've cited, being innocent until proven guilty, we are humbly praying that this court uses its discretion to grant us cash bail, but very lenient cash bail. Lenient cash bail terms. We are praying that you use your discretion not to be guided by the figure of $35 million, because in the fullness of time, Your Honor, when this matter is done, to become apparent that this was a bank loan that this gentleman took. And never before has one been charged in a criminal court for taking a bank loan and probably defaulting, if that is what has happened. That's not a criminal offense, Your Honor. There are mechanisms, the factory is there. The bank can auction property. They have not even tried that. So, Your Honor, we beg this court.
You're saying never before?
Sorry, Your Honor?
Never before?
Never before has somebody been charged in a criminal court for taking a commercial loan. And indeed, when you take a commercial loan, Your Honor, and you default, the mechanisms are there to auction the property. The prosecutor has said the factory is there and it's closed. So what is stopping the bank from auctioning? She hasn't told us that. Therefore, Your Honor, what we're saying in closing is that the court should not look at the commercial value of a loan that is secured by assets that they have admitted still exist. Assets that they have admitted that they have not yet visited, Your Honor. Set minimum cash bill, this being a Friday, to enable us to process the same quickly, Your Honor, so that he can actually go and get the medical attention that he needs, that he gets on a regular basis, Your Honor. So in view of that, Your Honor, we are humbly praying that you use your discretion to look at this man who's a fellow Kenyan, granting lenient bail terms, Your Honor, and he'll come and answer to the charges to the satisfaction of the prosecution and the court. But let us not condemn him even before that moment has started. Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'm in a bit. I would want to look at this affidavit and the application and the responses and be able to render. But I don't have the time because I'm expected at the court-martial in Moi Air Base in the next 30 minutes for a summing up. So what this means is this ruling cannot be rendered today. I don't know if I'm audible.
Not very much, Your Honor. I'm so sorry.
I'm saying I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I need to be at Moi Air Base at around 1 to deal with the court-martial, prior scheduled court-martial. So it's difficult for me to deliver a ruling. And I need to deliver a ruling, actually, on the rival submissions that have been filed. Have been expressed. And it's a weekend that is coming up. The earliest I can deliver this ruling is on Monday.
Your Honor, I fully appreciate your predicament.
Yeah.
And I've appeared before you, so I know the nature of work that you have. In view of that, I'll make a very humble request, Your Honor. Based on the medical report we have there, the court kindly direct that he's held at Muthaiga Police Station, which is where he was, until Monday. Okay. Because, Your Honor, if you do that, then at least we're guaranteed to have him in court on Monday, as opposed to being in a terrible medical situation. That Your Honor, I'd really pray that you grant that. And it's a secure police station. I don't think the DPP has a problem with it. It's a gazetted station. He was held there overnight. So, Your Honor, to balance held there as opposed to committee, because that might be a problem for us with the medical issues that he's facing.
Station.
Most obliged, and we're very grateful. And perhaps you can direct the prosecution to do the obvious thing of giving us a charge sheet. It's the first time we've had a charge read all out, and we're still not supplied with the same.
Yeah, please do the needful, Ms. Coach. It will be brought back on Monday.
Yes. Thank you.
To speak because the one who is being arrested and being frustrated by is the investor in his constituency, right?
Yes.
So we'll talk and then I'll talk.
Yeah, Honorable Paul Nzengu, engineer, Member of Parliament, Mwingi North. Ben of Savanna Clinker is an investor in my constituency and someone who is involved in mining of limestone in my constituency. And it is unfortunate that a local like all of us here is being frustrated because of borrowing money to do industry in our country. He was proposing to buy off Bamburi Cement, and we know that there are competitors who are behind this harassment. We know that he has not committed any offense. After all, if you borrow money, there are conditions. If a bank gives you money, then there is a collateral. Has he flouted the collateral? Has a bank complained? So that we are asking ourselves, is it because Amson's, who is competing with Savanna Clinker to buy off Bamburi, has some powerful people behind them, or what is happening? Because this is pure harassment, and because there were only, the deal is supposed to be ready by 5th of December, now the whole idea of arresting him over the weekend is to make him look like a criminal so that the lenders don't give him any more money, and therefore frustrate his bid to acquire Bamburi cement, and so that someone who is offering a lower amount of money is going to benefit from this harassment. So I condemn personally and with my people in Mwingi North, because he has acquired acres of land and we have a lot of limestone. Our people have been waiting for this clinker plant to be built in Mwingi North. Now this is a frustration that we don't understand, and we condemn this frustration.